It's a much needed rainy day up here on the property. And it's almost the end of April already, so snow's all gone everywhere. Usually there's some piles sticking around, but this has been a very light snow year. So I came back and am starting to work on the effort. And so here's a quick tour of where we're at the beginning of the season. Standing in the living room just as we enter. Back there's the kitchen, to-be kitchen. I've already cleared out the OSB that I had already placed up there to just cover it. It's not necessary, and it will make, or would have made, a pretty big challenge in getting a nice flat wall drywalled up there, because it wasn't all the same OSB wall. So I cut it out, and it's pretty easy. Then here's the bathroom. And then here's this back bedroom, which is just way smaller than I expected it to be. So it's going to be a challenge to get a bed in here, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. Back up the steps. I did some modeling of what a queen-size bed would, or how it would even fit up here, just for grins, and this little skeleton kind of lays it out. I decided to push it over the stairwell there, and we'll work on some additional design there to figure out how to make it work right. But plenty of room for a queen size bed up here, which is good. There's the view. Probably pretty nice once I clean up a little bit, but that's where we're at there. I had my wind shear inspection this week and passed it with a couple caveats. No big deal, nothing that would slow me down. But to do that, I had to tear down all the Tyvek I had put up to protect against the winter weather. So now I've got to redo that. So we've got plans in place to kind of do everything at once when we get the high. We're going to get a boom up here to do the work this time. It's just too dangerous. So we've got plans in place to figure out how to do that most efficiently, because those booms are not cheap. And going to have it at least a month, I think. I'm hoping not, but I'm waiting for the estimates to come back on the metal siding. So that's the next big wait. But in the meantime, I'm just kind of laying stuff out, trying to figure where things are going to go, because the next step is going to be the framing inspection. That's going to have to include the plumbing rough-in, electrical rough-in, and pretty much any gas lines, anything like that needs to be in place for the framing inspection. So that's going to be the huge job this summer. And I also have to figure out the stovepipe, which is super expensive. And also, very annoyingly, that positioning of that fireplace runs the stovepipe right through that joist, or through that rafter. And of course, it's going to be harder than it has to be, it will have to be harder than I hoped it to be. I guess that's a better way to put it. So that's what we got to get done, and that's where we're at.